Hi everyone and welcome to the Learning Ladder. Today I'm sharing with you our curriculum choices for the 2020-2021 school year for my daughter who's 7 and will be going into 3rd grade. Start with language arts first. So for writing we are doing IEW structure and style for students year 1 level A. This is my teacher's manual and this is her student binder. I love how high quality all of their supplies were. I've never used any of IEW's products before, and when I received the box I was just really pleasantly surprised with the great quality of everything. So you get all your dividers and then all of her papers. I've already got the first week in position and all the rest of the weeks are all at the back. For grammar, we are doing Fix It Grammar from IEW again, The Nose Tree, Book 1. So this is the student book and this is my teacher manual. Again, this is IEW. I am so fascinated with this idea and method of teaching grammar. I'm really excited to see how she likes it. So by the end of the year, she'll have edited a whole story. So you do a sentence or a paragraph every day, correct it, and then write it into a notebook, and then at the end of the year you'll have rewritten the whole story, which I just think is a fantastic idea and such an interesting concept to teach grammar, and I'm really excited to see how it works. Those are her grammar cards at the back, so that's her student book and my teacher manual, and with the package came a word right now, so a thematic thesaurus for stylized writing. So you've got all your different categories and then different words that you can use in your writing. And the package also came with a portable wall. So we've got dress up, sentence openers, decorations, why, adverbs, verbs, substitutes for said, some revision diagrams. So yeah, that was what was in the IW package for writing and grammar. We also have the teaching writing structure and style for me, and I will be doing the course before we start school this year, well, in 3rd grade. We are also still using the All About Homophones book from the All About Reading Company. We will go up to the next grade because it goes in grades of homophones that she will learn this year. So I have the literacy centres and the reading and language centres from Evermore. They're great because they're file folder games, lots of fun, interactive, hands-on way of learning, and we really enjoy them, so I've got those two as well. For spelling, we are using Evermore Building Spelling Skills Grade 3. We used the Grade 2 version this year and she really enjoyed it. It really worked well, so we continue on with building spelling skills. So there are a list of 15 words, but you also get a different activity each day, and she really enjoyed the variety of activities. There is also dictation as well. So it really worked, so we're staying with it. I've also got her this little spelling dictionary. So there are some common words at the front and terms, and then every letter has a page of common words. I'm in blank to fill it out. I got this off Teachers Pay Teachers. It was a mixture of 2 different resources. One was Creative Lab and then I can't remember what that one was. But if you need the link or anything, let me know. It was a free download. For handwriting, we are using Handwriting Without Tears cursive and also Handwriting Level 3 from The Good and the Beautiful. We really like the mixture of the two. It keeps handwriting interesting. They both have lots of different activities. And they're really engaging. I'm really excited to use this edition though, because this is the new version where it's rainbow, so you follow the rainbow to actually write the cursive letter, so I'm interested to see how that works. But we like to do a combination of the two. It keeps writing interesting. Literature, this year we are doing my literature unit studies that I created for her. There are tons of different activities in here to do with each of the books that I have picked. We are doing Beauty and the Beast, The Secret Garden, Peter Pan and The Little Mermaid. I love these versions illustrated by Mina Lima, or Mina Lima, however you pronounce it. They are just stunning, absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to dive into those. Taken our vocabulary words that we're going to use out of the those books, and we'll be doing our vocabulary notebook from particular literature they'll be reading. I think that'll make it more meaningful. With the activities, we've got plot, conflict and theme, setting and characters. That's a little mini book. You already saw the roller story. We've got character trait, map the plot, draw the ending. We've got Venn diagrams, different writing activities for each topic, for each unit. So this one for the secret garden is how to plant your secret garden. And then of course she'll have her book report and movie night. Continuing on with literature, the ones I showed you previously were ones that I will read to her, then we'll do my literature units, and then these ones are the ones she'll be reading herself, and then she'll be doing the literature units from Confessions of a Homeschooler. So I picked 2 fiction and 2 non-fiction. So her fiction ones are The Voyages of Dr. Dolittle and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and she's got the corresponding lap books to go along with them, and literature study. And her non-fiction ones, she has got Marie Curie unit lap book from Confessions of a Homeschooler, and I picked up the Who Was Marie Curie book to go with, and I've also got her graphic novel to go along with the literature study for Thomas Edison, again from Confessions of a Homeschooler. The graphic novel I haven't received yet, it's still in the mail, but it hopefully will be here soon. Okay, continuing with language arts and some add-ons, we got the Evermore Word a Day Grade 3. This will be our 3rd year using this, and we love it. I'll link in the description box a video of how we use it. It goes in our bedtime basket and it works great. I also got her the Junior Illustrated Grammar and Punctuation. It's a great little guide to have to hand. For fun, this How to Make a Book Written and Illustrated by You, just a fun little activity. We also picked up the Creative Writing book. My daughter loves anything to do with stories, and this has got so many writing stories, and this has got so many different activities and ideas and styles of writing in here, so I know she's going to love that. I also picked up the Story Idea, Writer Ideas Journal, because she's always coming up with little stories, and I thought it'd be a great place for her to keep track of them in her little notebook. She also absolutely loves making comics. I got her the Osborne Write and Draw Your Own Comics book. I do also always get her a blank comic book for her to make her own in as well, which she used extensively this year, so I'll definitely need to get her a new one. And the Osborne Make Your Own Comics pad, again, fantastic resource. We also picked up the Osborne Write Your Own Poems. These Osborne little guidebooks are fantastic, highly recommend them. For reading, we finished All About Reading Level 4 in 2nd grade, so we won't be doing any reading curriculum this year. However, I do have reading comprehension, so I've got a mixture of different fiction and non-fiction activities. These were from Twinkle, and then I've picked a selection of books for her to read. She obviously has the literature ones with the guides and everything that she'll be doing, but with these it'll just be a case of reading for pleasure, and obviously I can ask her questions about them and comprehension that way, as opposed to any kind of written activities. I've tried to get a good selection, so I'll show you what I've picked. She can obviously pick out additional books, that's absolutely fine, but I just always like to have a section in her reader box ready to go. So I've got her the Osborne Alice in Wonderland graphic novel, the Science comic Dinosaurs, Fossils and Feathers, and some of them are topic based for units that we'll be doing. This is Who Was Beatrix Potter. We've got the Science comics The Brain, so this is one of our topic based ones. Animals at War, again another one of our topic ones, so she'll learn all about the different animals that helped during the war and what they did. A Ranger in Time, Rescue on the Oregon Trail, so a historical one. We also have a Tanglewood Animal Park Baby Zebra Rescue. This is to do with one of our biology units. We've got Welcome to Silver Street Farm. Again, this is to do with one of our units as well. Then we have the Maisie Hitchens series from Holly Webb, and this is a story of a little girl who is a detective in Victorian London. I thought that'd be really fun. And then we've also got the Holly Webb series, so there are a range of different books in here, so different animals that she feature in her story. We have the Secret Mermaid collection, again from Osborne, and then I've got a further collection on her shelf. So we've got the Rescue Zoo collection, which is from Amelia Cobb, and then some more animal stories from Helen Peters as well. For read alouds, I've got a little selection here. We will read obviously a lot more, but I just thought I'd show you some in case you're looking for some ideas. So I've got the What Katie Did collection and the Anne of Green Gables collection. We've got the Lion, the Witch and Wardrobe, Pippi Longstocking, the Wisdom of Oz series. We've got The Incredible Journey, Birch Bark House, this is to do with our history. The Girl Who Helped Thunder and Other Native American Folktales, again to do with our history. We've got Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. And then we've got a few more that are related to our history, which I'll show you in the history portion of the video. Read alouds, we've got The Wild Robot. We've also got The Tale of Despereaux, and then the Mrs. Frisbee and Her Rats of Nim. It's in the post, so it hasn't arrived yet. And another item we'll be adding to our language arts is the Fab Vocab Prefixes and Suffixes from Scholastic. For maths, we are doing Saxon Math 3. This comes with the teacher manual, the meeting book, the 2 student workbooks, and all the fact cards that are in the middle. We've used Saxon from the beginning and it works really well, so we're staying with Saxon. I also got her these Usborne activity books to go along with, just for some variety. We have got the graphs and charts, and then in this one I have got the times tables, multiplying, dividing, measuring things, fractions and decimals. And then I also picked her up this times table activity pad, again from Usborne. For logic and critical thinking, we have got the Skill Sharpeners Critical Thinking Grade 3. Again, we've used this in previous years and we love it, so many fun activities. And to go along with, I also got Logic Safari. This is a new one this year, so this is for grades 3 to 4, and it's got lots of fun activities in that one. And then I've got a pile of the Usborne activities books, so we've got logic puzzles, math puzzles, Great Britain quiz book, a general knowledge crossword, some word puzzles, and some brain games. For science, we were due to study chemistry this year, but my daughter also wanted to do biology again as well. We did biology in 1st grade and she wanted to do it again, so what I did was switch to a different curriculum. We do science every day, so I switched to a different curriculum that was 2 days a week so that I could do biology unit study style, so that she would get the best of both worlds. So for science, for chemistry, we are doing Real Science Odyssey. This is a new curriculum to us. I'm excited to see how it works. It's a 2-day week curriculum, so that works perfectly with us wanting to do the unit study style for biology. I also got the periodic table visual catalogue to go along with it. This is an absolutely fantastic book. Highly recommend. I was very fortunate to get this for £3. It's a lot more expensive full price, but it looks amazing. So I'm excited to use that. We also got What's Chemistry All About? This is an Usborne book. And then Lift the Flap periodic table. Looks so fun. Okay, so for our unit study approach to biology, we are doing a few different things. We are doing the human body from The Good and the Beautiful, and this has got a few books that go along with it. Why I Sneeze, Shiver, Hiccup and Yawn, What Happens to a Hamburger, and Germs Make Me Sick. Some of the extra resources I've got to go along with it, we have the DK Knowledge Encyclopedia Human Body. We've had this one for a few years and it's just absolutely fantastic. I love all the DK Knowledge Encyclopedias. I've also got the Scholastic Body Book, so easy to make hands-on models that teach. You've got the Usborne Human Body Sticker Book. Lots of fun with this one. Oops. This is a fantastic book. We love this one. I have got a review as well on my channel of this video, a video about this book. Luminatomy. So you get the different lenses and you get to see all the different body structures through the lens. So you've got your skeleton, your muscles and your organs and blood vessels, and it is so cool. That's a fantastic book. We also got the Look Inside What Happens When You Eat. This is a new one from Usborne, I believe. Looks a really interesting and fun one. And then I got this one, again is new for us this year too. It's the Welcome to the Museum collection for anatomy. Stunning book. And I also got the activity book to go along with it. We have stuff you should know about the human body. Looks like a really fun read, very informative, visual, but so much information packed in there and presented in such a fun way. Look at that, the sewage works. And another one from Osborne, new to us this year, is How Your Body Works. We do have the other original body one from Osborne, but I'm glad to say this is actually different. So if you're wondering, it is definitely different than the other one, and it looks really fun. Unit study, we have Mammals, again by The Good and the Beautiful, and this just looks absolutely stunning. I'm so excited to do this unit. And to go along with it, again, we have the Welcome to the Museum, but this is the animal version. Again, absolutely stunning. Can't wait to dive into this one. And the activity book is hiding underneath. Okay, we also got the DK Knowledge Encyclopedia Animal. I got these all on a great sale this year, that's why I added to them. We had the human biology already, but as soon as I saw that these were on offer, I had to add a few more. It's perfect for future as well as for now. She can get so much out of it and they'll grow with her. They are just absolutely stunning. I would love this one. We can use our Magnificent Book of Animals and Ocean Creatures to go along with it. We've had these for a couple of years now. I think actually no, last year we got them for 2nd grade, and they are just fantastic. So it shows you the animal, then it tells you their fact file, so where they live, their habitat, length, weight, lifespan and diet, and then some information about them. They're just absolutely stunning books, and I've made our animal notebook pages to go along with it. So she can name the animal, she can draw a picture of it, say where it lives, and then she can fill out the information for each of the animals. Along with our unit studies, so it'll last for the year, I also picked up the Evermore Grade 3 Science Lessons and Investigations, and there are a few in the Life Science category. And I also got the DK Knowledge Encyclopedia for Science. As I said, these were all on a great sale, so I took advantage while they were on the sale. On Twinkle, I've got a few mini units. So I've got one on plants, one on animals including humans. Again, this is the same animals including humans. Living things and their habitats. And again from Twinkle, I have a mini unit on scientists and inventors. So the first unit is on plant hunters and George Washington Carver. The second is on Marie Curie and several other prominent scientists and inventors. Also, to go along with our human biology unit, I have a mini unit on nurturing nurses. And there are several nurses, and one of them is Florence Nightingale. So I've got the DK Life Stories book to go along with our mini unit on nurses. For history this year, we are doing Story of the World Volume 3, Early Modern Times. This is the reading book, and then the activity guide is here. I've also made some notebook pages this year. So basically each chapter will have a space for her to draw and to write a few things about the chapter, and then there are some questions, and then halfway through the book it turns to narrations as well. Some of the books I got to go along with our history this year. We have got Katie in Scotland. I love the Katie books. We've got a few of the art ones, but this is specifically about Scotland. We have got, due to the period of history we're studying, we have got the DK Knowledge Encyclopedia History. This is fantastic because it's split into the different time periods. You've got the Chocolate Tree, A Mine Folk Tale. We've got If You Lived When There Was Slavery in America. You Wouldn't Want to Be in the Great Fire of London. The Oregon Trail, an interactive history adventure. So it's got 3 story paths, 38 choices and 17 endings. We've got William Shakespeare and the Globe. got some beautiful illustrations in this one. The Story of Exploration, See Inside Exploration and Discovery, the British History Timeline sticker book. We're continuing on with this one to the next stage of where we're up to. Got Who Was Sacagawea, Shakespeare Can Be Fun, A Midsummer Night's Dream, the What on Earth War Book Timeline of Shakespeare. Get your little magnifier over there as well. One of our history books, if you were there when we signed the Constitution, but I've got most of them. So we've got Pocahontas, an American princess, You Wouldn't Want to Be Mary, Queen of Scots, If You Sailed on the Mayflower in 1620. These are some stickers for the Universal Yums and Atlas Crate maps that I mentioned. The Wampanoag, A Kid's Life in Colonial America, and Toby and the Great Fire of London. We've got the Osborne Beginners series for history. These will be added to her reader's box, things that she will read. I've also got herself, and I've got some little mini units to go along with them. We also got a membership to Mysteries in Time, so it's a subscription that you get every month. Goes through different periods of history. The first one was Egypt, so you get your reading book with it. You also get some fun activities, you get a craft. It's really fantastic. I think it's great value for money. They do ship internationally as well, so they will go nicely along with the Osborne readers too. This year as well we have joined the English Heritage Trust. So basically we have, as part of the membership, we can visit a ton of different tourist historical attractions around the UK. It is amazing. I can't wait for everything to open so we can actually start using our membership. And then every month they also send you a brochure as well. So we've got so far the Prehistoric Life and the Roman Quest. I've been keeping these ready for 3rd grade. And how this works is each period of history is given with all the different attractions within that period of history that you can visit, which is so fun. I'm so excited. We just need everything to open up again so we can go. I do have the Osborne, no, I think it's actually Osborne actually. It's the Shakespeare Stories collection from Andrew Matthews and Tony Ross. They are in colour. They're from Orchard, not Osborne, they're from Orchard. They're really fun. I'm looking forward to going through a couple of them this year with her, due to the time period of history we're studying. And then what I decided to do was pick just a couple of little periods of history that we could go dive into a bit deeper than with Story of the World. So the first one we are going to dive into a little bit deeper with The Little House on the Prairie. So I've got the reading read loud, we have got the cookbook, the craft book, and then I've also got a literature guide to it too. And then we've also got the history pocket for Life in Plymouth Colony from Evermore. That would be such a fun one to go through. I'm really excited about that. And then I've picked 2 periods in history where there was something life-changing that happened. So the first one is the railways. So I've picked a unit study from Twinkle on the railways and how that changed everything. And then the other event was the Titanic. So I got the I Survived the Sinking of the Titanic from Scholastic. And then I've also got a mini unit again from Twinkle for the Titanic. And then for history as well, we've got the Who Was History of the World book, and then I've also got Great Women Who Changed the World with the activity book too. Moving on to geography, we do geography 2 days a week as we do history. And for our first geography day, it's skills based, and then the second day is unit study based. So for the skills based day, we do skills sharpness geography. This is grade 3. We've been using this for the past 2 years as well. So we are 3rd year using it. We love this curriculum. It works great. I also add maps, charts and graphs to it, where you have moved into communities this year, level C. And these are fantastic as well. We love them. And then I've added a new one this year. We've added the Collins Primary Geography. So this is the investigation. So it's mostly reading with some discussion and some activities. So I thought that would go along great. There's also some regional things specific to us too, as well as the wider world. Okay, then for our unit study day we're doing a couple of things. We are doing Expedition Earth by Confessions of a Homeschooler, and this is around the world unit study. We get to visit lots of different countries. It's so fun. There's lots of different activities, crafts. It is amazing. We have dipped into it previously, but we've never done it as in from start to finish, and we've dipped into certain countries and things, so I'm really looking forward this year to just completing everything. And you can make lap books with them, or you can do notebooking. It's a really fun curriculum. It also has an animals element to it as well, so you get to talk about and learn about all the different animals in each country as well. I will be adding to it, so when we get to the UK, I've got an in-depth UK study, unit study to go along with that, and then also I've got a rainforest unit as well to add to it too, just to meet some goals that I wanted to teach this year. So we're adding the Animal Habitats book to, I think this is called, yeah, Scholastic, to the Expedition Earth, as well as the little animal units that she's got to go along with it. And then we are doing something really fun this year. We have a subscription to Atlas Crate and also to Universal Yums. I don't have the box for the Universal Yums because we already ate everything. It was our trial box to see if we liked it. I do have an unboxing of it though, if you want to check that out, that I filmed previously. We can't wait to get on Xbox. So Atlas Crate and Kiwi, that's KiwiCo, Atlas Crate, and this is Universal Yum. So we're looking at obviously food from different countries, which is so fun, and then this visits different countries and has a range of activities and all kinds of things in the box. They are so fun. So go along with it, we have got our passport, and then we've also got our flight boarding pass, and then I've made the Bon Voyage adventure journal to go along with it. So what she's going to be doing is she's got a map for all the different places that we could possibly end up visiting, and I've got some little coloured sticky dots on order that she can stick on for when we get a box, either from Atlas Crate or from Universal Yums for that region. And then I've made some fact sheets to go along with them. So we've got for Universal Yum, draw your snacks, where you're located, and then some information about capital city, currency, continent, and draw a landmark, and then the same for Atlas Crate. And just some books that we use for geography. We've got the DK What's Where in the World. This is a fantastic book, highly recommend it. It is amazing. The Osborne Geography Encyclopedia. Wild Places, Mountains, Jungles and Deserts, and we've had these for a few years and we love them. Material World, I'm sure most of you have seen this one before, and just in case you haven't, it shows you a different family from different regions. They stand outside their home with all their belongings, and it gives the children a great cultural experience to see how other children around the world live. And then Hungry Planet is the same kind of thing, except they show you everything that they are eating in a week. And then Children Just Like Me, which again we've had for a few years, but goes great with the units, and it shows different children from different parts of the world, what their life's like, favourite hobbies, etc. Are the part of the unit studies that are more in depth for the UK and North and South America. So you've got your study book, and then you've got your activity book, and it's the same for the North and South America. And then I've also got a unit study, as I said, on the rainforest. The DK Celebrations Around the World, and also the Osborne Maps activity book. This is a great book, showing you all the different celebrations that take place and some information about them. And the Osborne Maps books are always super fun. Moving on to art, so for our skill-based stuff we have got the art lab for kids and the paint lab for kids. What I really like is that it shows you the techniques and all the instructions for the project you're making, but then it's also got some art appreciation as well with it. So for example here it'll tell you meet the artist, and you'll see other artists that work in that genre of art. So that's the art lab, and then this is the paint lab. And again, it's the same thing, so it'll tell you some artists who also use those techniques in their work, which I thought was really fun. Okay, moving on to art appreciation, we have the theme pocket from Evermore for artists. We've got 6 pockets with 6 artists in here that we cover. I've also got the great artist books. We've had these for a while and we love them. So we've got these are to go along with those Evermore pockets for ones where it is applicable. So it shows you the masterpieces as well in the actual story that they made. So we've got Van Gogh, Picasso, Monet, Michelangelo, and Da Vinci, and Rembrandt. I've also tried to tie in our art cross-curricular with certain other aspects. So for example, we've got bodies, which is cross-curricular obviously with our human body study, or learning about different types of art and how to draw different parts of the body, shape, form, and everything else. Again, these are all from Twinkle. I've also got a mini unit on the ocean, seaside, different art related to that. And then I've also got a mini unit on art relating to food that can go along with our baking unit. I'm going to look at some British artists and some European artists as well. Picture study, I got the Thinking Tree study of art and history, picturing the past. 75 notable paintings from 1700 to 1930. This is in full colour, which is gorgeous. So it's got all the information about the artists, so you get to research and share some interesting facts. Again, those artist books I showed you will come in handy for this too. So what can you learn about the past from the painting? What words can be used to describe the painting? Give this painting a creative name. And there are some fantastic works of art in there. And then some fun activity books. We have got the famous artist sticker book from Osborne. We have got the art gallery sticker book, so you get to design your own gallery, including where all the paintings and sculptures and everything go, and then you even get to pick what goes in the gift shop. We love this book. This is the DK Art, a Children's Encyclopedia. This is a great reference book and also gives lots of great information, and it's very inspirational as well. And then I have got the Osborne Book of Famous Artists, again for us to dip into to get some more information and for research purposes. And we've also got the art activity book from Osborne for some fun art time as well. I've made her these artist notebook pages, so basically they're all prompts, so all different kinds of prompts. Draw your bakery, draw your farm, draw your planting fields and crops, draw the beach, draw the rainforest, you know, just tons of different, draw your favourite pet animal, just tons of different prompts in there. And again, keeping along with our theme of cross-curricular with art, I've got drawing faces, which obviously ties in with our human body unit study, and animals with our biology unit study. These are fantastic. As far as I know, they're new. I've never seen them before. So it's got all the different techniques, great pictures, and prompts, and it's also got some codes as well, secure links and downloadable images. They are just fantastic. I'm looking forward to using those. I have the Directed Drawings bundle from the Moffat Girls. This is a recently released product, so it is still growing, a growing bundle. So it is on the cheaper side right now. It's got various different themes, differentiated from 4-step, 8-step, lots of different writing options. So far I've printed farm, zoo, bugs and transportation, I think. But they look really fun. I'm excited to use these this year. Languages, we are doing French again. This is the McGraw-Hill pack, so it comes with your full colour guidebook, your activity book and 3 audio CDs. So it is the all-in-one fun language learning program. We haven't used it before, so I'm excited to see how we do with it. I've also got some little mini units, you know, about me and family and all those kinds of things for French too. But we're going to start out with this, and hopefully it will work well. Okay, moving on to nature study. So I have done it slightly differently this year, rather than do one curriculum. I've done uni study style, again split between the years, so I've got 4 units that will split throughout the year. So the first one is medicinal herbs. Again, this is cross-curricular with our human biology unit. So we've got the handmade apothecary, so it's got all the different types of herbs and what they can do and how they can help for different conditions. And then this is the gardener's companion to medicinal plants, and what I will do is I'll pick out suitable topics obviously for us to look through. And then this one has got, again, different herbs and experiments as well, so we will have lots of fun with those. I have got her a medicinal herbs notebook pages, so we've got experiments. So basically what I'll do is I'll pick a selection of appropriate experiments that we can do with different herbs and things, and we're going to grow our own herb box, so she can draw it, conclusion, and I'll have, what did she learn, so we'll have lots of fun with those. I'm really looking forward to that, and again, it's, you know, cross-curricular with our human biology. The next unit we have got is ocean. So we've got the ocean, our ocean habitats from pocket, theme pocket from Evermore. So there's lots of fun activities in this one. And to go along with it, I have got this gorgeous book from Julia Rothman, the Ocean Anatomy book. I can't wait to dive into this one. My daughter is a huge ocean fan, and we've got quite a few books, ocean themed, to go along with it. There is actually one of those encyclopedias that I showed you before that I really love on ocean, but it's not out until August, so I'm definitely pre-ordering that. And we've got a few other ocean books because my daughter is a huge fan. I've also got the big sticker book of the blue, and this goes along with those other books, the big book of ocean. So that's the sticker book version. And then I have got a literature unit from 5 in a row. This is Hello Lighthouse. So this is the book that goes along with it, and then I've got the mini unit in a PDF form to go along with this particular book. The next mini unit is Farm, and again I have gone for the Evermore theme pocket, Farmers Feeders. So there are tons of activities in here. I've also got Farm Anatomy, again from Julia Rothman. This is a gorgeous book as well. Can't wait to dive into this one. And we have got Pignapped, from Factory Farm to Family Farm. This is one of the Think a Tree journals. I'm so excited. It's a story based, so it tells you the story all about the animals on the farm. There's vocabulary in here. There are activities, research pages, so much fun in here. And we also have a local farm that has a junior farm experience where throughout the year they'll have different activities where children can go, and they'll show them a new skill. So for example, it could be planting pumpkins, it could be learning how things grow, it could be a chicken egg activity where they get to go and collect some eggs and then they have a big presentation. I'm hoping that they'll be able to run them again, obviously once everything quiets down with what's going on in the world. So fingers crossed that they will be able to take place at least at some point during this year. Fingers crossed. And then our final nature unit is just traditional nature studies. So we've got the Julia Rothman Nature Anatomy book. I've just put it under a pile somewhere, but you've all seen it before. It's, you know, the same, not food, it's nature. And then I've got the Osborne Nature Activity book. This looks amazing. I've got The Magic and Mystery of Trees. This is a gorgeous book, absolutely fantastic. I've also got a book that hasn't arrived yet, but it's on order. There's another DK one. It's trees, roots, seeds, and something else, plants I think. I've got the Nature Beginners collection from Osborne, if it will focus. There we go. And then this is just the big sticker book of beasts. I think I should have put this in the science, but I thought I'd show it you anyway because it's gorgeous. And then she's just got a regular notebook for us to make notes in and draw pictures and things. And I've got a mini unit on plants. Okay, moving on to baking, we have got the Complete Baking Book for Young Chefs. This has got 100 plus sweet and savoury recipes. So lots of picture instructions, great content. We also have Food Anatomy, as you saw before, from Julia Rothman. This looks gorgeous, I'm so excited. We have got the 100 Things to Know About Food. I love this series, and we've got a few of these books now and they are so good. Definitely highly recommend the 100 Things to Know series. I've got Science Experiments You Can Eat. So lots of fun. My daughter loves doing experiments, making potions, so I know she's going to love that. And then I've also got for fun the Disney Princess Cookbook with 50 delicious recipes. This is really fun. It goes by the characters, so that's Jasmine's, those are Belle's, Mulan, I guess that was, Aurora. So lots of, they looked at it. I'm getting really hungry now looking at that. And then I've made her my bakery, sorry, not bakery, my baking notebook pages. So she's got her ingredients, you know, draw it, and you know, things like that. How did it go? I have got a thematic unit from Evermore, from Farm to Table, and I've also got a from Farm to Fork mini unit from Twinkle to go along with it too, so we can learn about all, you know, where food comes from and everything else, how it gets to you know, what gets to be on your plate, and everything in between. And then I've also got a healthy eating unit from Twinkle as well, so we're talking about the plate and everything else, you know, all the vitamins, minerals, you know, everything is all in that activity unit for health. So that's going to be so much fun. Actually, this is just in the same binder, so I thought I'd mention it. I am making her a daily notebook again. I'll show that in a separate video. It'll be in one of my prepping videos, which if you haven't already seen them, there's one up, and then the rest of them will be following this video, so prepping for 3rd grade. So don't forget to check those out if you are interested. And this is something that I made to go along in her binder for her reading log. I just thought I'd mention it because it's in here. There's the Nature Anatomy book. It was hiding underneath a pile. Moving on to IT. So we've got a couple of different things here. So first we have got a Raspberry Pi. So this is the starter kit for Raspberry Pi 4. And we've also got coding for beginners using Python. We've got some books to go along with the Raspberry Pi. So we've got 13 fun projects in Raspberry Pi for Kids. So basically with that little device, if you don't, I'm sure you probably already know, but in case you don't, you can use it to code, build websites, make art, write games, all kinds of things. And I've also got 10 projects in this one. This is Raspberry Pi Adventures. And then I've got this little workbook, DK workbook to go along with it. So it explains all about getting connected, and it's got some different activities in here. So making your LED light up, using Python, making the light flash, some art projects. So that's for Raspberry Pi as well. I've got a little notebook, some notebook pages as well to go with. So that's for Raspberry Pi. I've also got Typing 2 from The Good and the Beautiful. They are the stickers that are sticking out. I didn't bind those. The stickers for each of the units. So I'm really looking forward to doing this with her as well. So cross-curricular with art and IT, we have got Artie. So you code him to draw. So it's cross-curricular with art. My daughter loves art, so I know she's going to love this, and coding as well built in. So it's a great, it's something great to add to our homeschool this year. I've been waiting to get him for a while. Finally found him on a sale at a time when I could get him. So I'm really super happy and can't wait to get him out. Okay, and then for art as well, we are doing my IT, we are doing for IT we're doing my curriculum. It's called The Journey. It's something that I have wrote based on the Animals of Farthingwood book. So in The Journey, the animals have to leave their home, and obviously, as it suggests, make a journey to a new location. So it's all about the adventures and hardships and fun they have along the way. So it is based loosely on the Animals of Farthingwood, so we will be reading this book to go along with it. If you've not read this before. It's about animals that have to leave their home and go to a sanctuary. So the journey is similar but not exactly the same. So things that she'll be doing in the 2 units that we're doing this year is presentation skills and spreadsheets and Excel. So for the presentation skills, it'll be things like PowerPoint, so making PowerPoint presentations, posters, moving images and everything else, manipulating images, all those kinds of things. And then in Excel, she will be making spreadsheets. She'll also be doing graphing. It's all themed around the journey and all the animals' experiences, you know, what they need and everything else. So I'm really looking forward to doing this with her. And then I've also got a few mini units on IT, some extra word processing things that can add on to our typing, some computer vocabulary cards and all kinds of things like that. And then we've also got the illustrated computing dictionary for her too. And now moving on to our electives. Now in the past we've done a theme year, so for example we did a STEM year, we did a literature year for a literature curriculum. This year I'm doing 3 different topics for enrichment. The first one is animation. So my daughter loves telling stories and she also loves making movies, you know, making videos. So I was trying to think of how I could encourage that and support that, and I thought animation would be a great thing for her to try out. So I found this animation lab for kids, fun projects for visual storytelling and making art move. So it's a guide with lots of different techniques and skills. I also found a mini unit afterwards on Twinkle that I can use as well, which is great. So it shows you how to make all the different animation processes, and I'm super excited. I also got her the animation studio to go along with it. It's got some fold out stage sets and props and a little handbook in here just to get her started. She can make her own props, and again we can make that cross curricular with art, and I've got clay for her so she can make you know, clay figures, and there's so many different things she can make. I just got her that little studio for fun to start off with, and then of course she's got her animation notebook pages. The next elective we are doing is money, My Money Matters. So she has got a Money Matters notebook, and then we are using Usborne Money for Beginners and Usborne Managing Your Money. And again, I've managed afterwards to find a little unit on Twinkle as well to go along with it. But this looks fantastic and I'm really excited to go through this with her. And then the last elective is Learn to Sew. With a sewing machine, we have got the Learn to Sew Kids pack. They were very, very kind to send me this for review. I'm so excited. I did a little flip through. I'll link that below if you want to see that. This curriculum looks so great. I'm so excited to start. I have got her guide and mine in there, so the parents guide and the students guide. We're really looking forward to the stores opening so we can go out and pick a sewing machine, a beginner sewing machine. They do recommend certain models on their website, so we'll have a look at those in the stores. It's not something I think you can buy online. I think you need to go to the store, so that's why it's fun as well to go and check them all out. So that's why we're waiting for the stores to open, but I'm so excited to start this curriculum, and I've had this on my shelf for years waiting until she was ready. This little sewing kit, I'm sure it's in a video at some point, probably back in pre-K4 or something. I bought it on a sale. It's for an early learning centre one. It's in this little tin box. It's got all the supplies in, so I'm really excited to start our sewing this year. I'll be learning along with her. Obviously I can hand sew, but I've never machine sewed before, so I'm really excited to start this with her this year. Okay, so just some fun stuff to go along with our curriculum this year. I haven't got stationery yet because I'm waiting for the stores to open. I think stationery online is really expensive, so I'm holding off buying anything like that. Okay, so we've got this Usborne mini hand lettering book. It's got all different styles in and teaches them how to do different fun lettering. I thought that would be cute. We have got Vet Academy. That'd be great to go along with our biology. We have got the technology scribble book. So there's lots of fun crafts here. Draw vehicles of the future, plan an eco house, design an android, invent a smart gadget, unlock computer code. Lots of fun in this one. My daughter will turn 8 in the autumn, so I got her the My Awesome Year Being 8 journal. So a ton of different writing prompts in here. So I'm excited for her to complete that. I thought we could use this with our sewing, so we've got the Sew Mini Treats, so more than 18 food plushies to stitch and stuff. This is a Klutz book. I thought this would go great with our biology, a world full of animal stories, 50 folk tales and legends. The end pages are just gorgeous. It will also obviously go great with our geography as well. We've got the 100 things to know about history. As I said, we love these 100 things to know about books. Highly recommend them. We have got this Nat Geo Kids Dogs sticker activity book. My daughter loves dogs, so I thought this would be a fun one, and we can tie it in with one of our reading comprehension. So she can do a dog reading comprehension activity, then she can compare the stickers in here and find the dogs she was reading about and everything else. It just extends the reading. It's really great for the Usborne ones as well. So we have an Usborne Birds one, which we'll be using to add to our birds comprehension activity to extend it. Reading comprehension, that is. Got her this Inventor's Studio, so it's a Spark Lab from Smithsonian. So it's got all the different little activities in here, so she can start some STEM crafts and fun. This is to go along with our chemistry unit. I got her the jigsaw of the periodic table from Usborne. I got the children's book of first aid skills. It also comes with a poster and stickers. For fun, the Dress Up Your Paper Pups from Klutz. I know she's going to love this. You get all the different outfits for them. This is to go along with our geography, so it's Wonders of the World. Take a trip around the world and learn about the greatest wonders on the planet. So you've got all the different cards with all the different wonders on. There's a game board as well, and a map. This is not something new, we've had this previously, but it is fun. If you're doing a human body unit study, it shows you all the different structures. And he's losing parts of his body if you turn the page. Definitely a fun one. We have got the Knowledge Boosters Human Body puzzles, so match up. I have got her an anatomy lab, so we've got all kinds of things in here. So you can assemble a model of a skeleton. There's an internal organs puzzle, animated images, interactive anatomy, x-ray sheets and viewers. I'm on the hunt for a chemistry set, but I am waiting until the store's open, so there's more choice. But that is definitely something that we'll be getting, that I haven't purchased yet, but will hopefully be soon once the store's open and I can see a few different choices. It's a chemistry set. I also picked up this children's chess game for her. I like it because it's got on the board the information about each piece, so you're not constantly having to go back to the rules, you know, when you're learning. We've learnt drafts, and now I'm ready to try her with chess and see how she does with that. I love as well that the pieces are actually shaped as they should be too. Yeah, I've got some artist canvas and one binder. I'll get more stationery once all the stores open. Billions and trillions, understanding big numbers, and then the coral reef watercolour set. And then Pugopoly. My daughter absolutely adores pugs. They are the best thing ever to her. She cannot wait till she can have a pug one day. We had Junior Monopoly, and I was going to get her the regular Monopoly this year, but then when I saw this, I thought, no, I'm going to get this instead, so Pugopoly. And that's what it looks like. So it's very similar to Monopoly, slightly different obviously, but I think she is going to be so excited when she sees this. And that's the end of my video. Thank you so much for staying with me to the end if you have. I haven't checked how long this video is, but I've got a feeling it's probably quite long, so I appreciate if you stayed to the end. I hope it was informative for you and gave you some ideas to consider for your student, your child, and I will see you in my next video. As I said, I am doing a prepping for 3rd grade series. Episode 1 is already up, and then following this video the rest of the series will continue. You can see everything I'm doing for prepping for 3rd grade. So thank you again so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.